Yeah, I mean, Paula, all women should be believed. So presumably you believe this lady, do you?
I'm not sure where you got the quote that all women should be believed from. It's not a quote that I'm familiar with.
A couple, Harry and Meghan, who didn't do any of what you've just suggested. They went on Oprah Winfrey and absolutely blasted their families as a bunch of racist,
in litigation.
Callous
That wasn't
freaks.
in litigation.
No, but my point is, the point is they're being treated the same way they've treated everybody else.
The point
it's the ultimate delicious irony.
The point is it wasn't in litigation. And I appreciate that what you are doing is licking your lips at the idea that somehow Harry and Meghan are going to feel even more pain. But that isn't the appropriate approach. What we have here is the sad dismantling of a charity that has done magnificent work for 19 years. What happened was they told their story, which they are entitled to do.
So why is there a difference between what Sophie Chanduka is doing?
The difference is very simple. One is currently in litigation, Piers, and one was never considered to be appropriate for litigation. That is the point. And that is what I'm confused about, because if I was representing Dr. Chanduka, I would be very concerned that she thought it was appropriate to disseminate evidence about a case in the media.
Wow. Well, very different rules of engagement then.
And Meghan tenses right up and says so tightly, she goes, "Oh, it's so funny you call me that. You know I'm Sussex now. I'm Meghan Sussex now. Don't get it twisted. Can't have it both ways."
I completely agree with Hindi. Go on.
What has this got to do with Meghan Markle? I mean, this is a story about Prince Harry behaving badly, bullying the woman, which, again, I'm not surprised. The royal family in Africa, that would be very on point. Why on earth does this have to do with Meghan Markle? Why does it always come back to this witch hunt about Meghan Markle? There seems to be an obsession.
Well, I'll tell you, I think... Well, I'll explain it. Because you deserved it. You deserved it.
And let's see what happens to society because of it. Great. Look at that. White supremacy wins every time. I mean, on that one, I agree. White supremacy wins every time.
Every time. It won't be my fault. It'll be the fault of those who tried to play the race card when they shouldn't have done. And it was overplayed, and you know it, Candy, way too many times.
Underplayed, probably. But that's another story. No, this story shows we don't really understand racism. Look, this is actually an important story because what the NGOs are doing in Africa is terrible. What these charities are doing is terrible. That should be the story, not Meghan Markle. It shouldn't be about actually saying what's happening with these NGOs and charities. But somehow it comes back to Meghan Markle. And that is a shame because it actually is a really important topic.
And at the moment, we don't have the facts. We don't have the evidence. We are guessing and we're making assumptions. But what I do want to say is it's very interesting that what we're hearing from Dr. Chanduka is about Prince Harry and Meghan. We're not hearing about Prince Seso. We're not hearing about the other trustees who also resigned because they felt they could not continue on the board.
Greetings, everyone. A warm welcome to our channel. Piers Morgan's latest actions are as predictable as they are disgraceful. Once again, he has dragged Meghan Markle into a conversation where she has absolutely no place, this time in relation to the Sentebale charity. Sentebale, founded by Prince Harry and Prince Seso of Lesotho, is a charity that focuses on supporting vulnerable children in southern Africa. It's a cause that helps children who are affected by HIV and provides them with essential resources like education, healthcare, and emotional support. The work that Sentebale does is nothing short of transformative for these young lives, offering them a chance at a better future. But instead of focusing on the impact that Sentebale is making in these communities, Piers Morgan has once again chosen to make it about Meghan Markle. His attempt to bring Meghan into the conversation about the charity is more than just irresponsible, it's downright malicious. Piers Morgan, who has spent years relentlessly attacking Meghan, once again used this platform as an opportunity to smear her name, even though the topic at hand was something far more important, helping vulnerable children. Let's be clear about this. Piers Morgan is not concerned with the charity's mission. He's not concerned about the children in Lesotho. He's not concerned with supporting the great work that Harry and Meghan are doing through Sentebale. His sole agenda here is to attack Meghan, and it's a tired, destructive narrative. It's been years of this same game, twisting every conversation to fit his personal vendetta against Meghan Markle, using his platform to spread negativity and create division. The more Morgan continues to focus on this petty, personal agenda, the more he undermines the very cause that Sentebale stands for. He's using the charity as a tool to attack Meghan, which is not only distasteful, but it's a slap in the face to the hard work and commitment that Harry and Meghan have shown to these children. The problem is not just with Piers Morgan, it's with the media landscape that allows him to continue with this damaging rhetoric. Instead of lifting up conversations about charitable work, the media has been complicit in turning it into a circus, where personal grievances and vendettas take center stage. It's exactly the kind of narrative that diminishes the impact of organizations like Sentebale and distracts from the real issues at hand. It's time to stop letting people like Piers Morgan hijack important conversations to serve their own interests. What's even more infuriating is the involvement of Sophie in this mess. Instead of using her position to advocate for the incredible work that Sentebale is doing, she has chosen to insert herself into this conversation in the most egotistical way possible. Sophie is acting as if the charity somehow belongs to her, making the situation more about her personal narrative than the actual work being done to support children in need. Her actions have been nothing short of selfish, and it's hard to understand how someone with access to such a platform could be so self-serving. Instead of supporting Harry and Meghan's work, or, at the very least, staying neutral, Sophie seems far more interested in creating an opportunity to position herself at the center of attention. She's more concerned with defending her own reputation in the media than focusing on the charity's mission. She's trying to be seen as a player in this drama, when the reality is, the charity doesn't belong to her. Sentebale is about giving back to those in need, not about fueling self-serving behavior from royal figures trying to play a political game. Sophie's involvement only serves to distract from the real purpose of Sentebale, which is to help children in southern Africa. She is so absorbed in herself that she can't even recognize the harm she's causing by contributing to this petty drama. It's incredibly disappointing to see someone with her platform and privilege behave so selfishly. Rather than championing a cause that can change lives, she's choosing to waste the opportunity by getting caught up in media games. Sophie has shown a blatant disregard for the charity's core mission, and her actions have only made this situation more about personal image than about the vulnerable children who need help. She has let her ego take over, and it's clear that her focus is not on the good that Sentebale does, but on defending her own position in the royal spotlight. Her selfishness is astounding, and it's hard to take her seriously as someone involved in charitable work when she's so clearly playing a game of self-promotion. In contrast, Paula Rowan-Adrian's defense of Meghan Markle deserves nothing but praise. While Piers Morgan was busy using his platform to attack Meghan and twist the conversation into yet another personal vendetta, Paula was the voice of reason that was sorely needed. She refused to let Morgan's baseless criticisms of Meghan go unchallenged, and she did so with grace, clarity, and strength. While others sat back and allowed the conversation to become dominated by negative attacks, Paula stepped up and took a stand for Meghan, reminding everyone that Meghan's work and integrity deserve to be recognized, no matter how much people like Piers Morgan try to tear her down. Paula didn't just defend Meghan, she defended the truth. She didn't allow the false narrative surrounding Meghan to go uncontested. With every word, Paula called out the hypocrisy of attacking Meghan while ignoring the incredible contributions she's made through her charity work, particularly with organizations like Sentebale. Paula's defense wasn't just a response to the personal attacks on Meghan, it was a much-needed reminder of the bigger picture, that people like Meghan Markle and Prince Harry are using their platforms to make the world a better place. Paula Rowan-Adrian is a prime example of what it looks like to stand up for someone when they're being unfairly vilified. In a media environment where negativity and division are often amplified, Paula took the opportunity to stand on the right side of history and defend Meghan's character. Her words and actions remind us that we don't have to buy into the media circus. We can challenge the negativity, defend those who are being attacked unjustly, and most importantly, stay focused on the real work being done in the world. Paula Rowan-Adrian's strong defense of Meghan Markle is a shining example of what real integrity looks like in the face of adversity. She deserves all the praise for not allowing Piers Morgan's toxic narrative to go uncontested. And while Piers Morgan and Sophie Sendebale continue to play their media games, it's voices like Paula's that remind us what truly matters, standing up for what's right and supporting the causes that make a real difference in the world. At the end of the day, the conversation should always be about the children who need help, the work of organizations like Sentebale, and the real heroes who are making the world a better place, not about feeding into petty personal drama. Piers Morgan and Sophie Sendebale may try to make it about them, but Paula Roan Adrian showed us that standing for the truth and supporting those who need our help is what matters most. Thank you so much for watching. Please kindly subscribe to our channel today. Here, we celebrate Harry and Meghan.